Hello and welcome to Ule Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Aquarius. If Aquarius is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so tonight our card is the Prince of Discs. And let's see what these tea leaves have to say. And so if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And so when I see the Prince of Discs, I think, okay, we're going through a time where we are looking for patience, learning some patience, right? Trying to get into that mode of everything in its own time, right? That Prince energy, it wants to go fast. It wants to get through it. It's that youthful spirit, right? Excitable, passionate, just right through the thing, right? And that's good. That's good for work. That's good for getting things together, materials, and finding motivation. But the thing is, and this is one of the secrets we know about life, or at least we try to know, is that no matter how we try to push something to happen, no matter how well we plan, no matter how much we get everything set up just so, if the universe has a different vision than we do, or if the timeline is not going to fit our own, we have to be patient. You have to experience things as they happen. Sometimes it doesn't align with our vision. All right, so we have immediately, I'm seeing this beautiful, it looks like a person, it looks like they're wearing a dress or a robe. They are holding some kind of wand, looking towards the sky, and it is magical. We are manifesting. Now, it also looks like we maybe have an animal or a child here. I'm kind of leaning towards animal, maybe a cat, maybe a dog, okay? Some kind of familiar, some kind of companion. And I see kind of a little angel here, okay? So I feel like there is this relationship between you and this beautiful animal that you have kind of been each other's angels. They have rescued you, and you have rescued them. And so you walk side by side through this life. And I think that this has helped promote a more spiritual and magical lifestyle for you. I think having this unconditional love, this companionship, it changed a lot. I think it is something that if you've ever lived by yourself without any kind of animal or person or roommate or whatever, you know the feeling of sometimes really coming home and nobody is there to welcome you, right? And that's not a bad thing. I mean, I definitely sometimes miss that. Now that I have a little, almost 4-year-old, and we have our animals here, our companions, our rulers of the house, really, let's be honest. And busy, 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 always, Sometimes I do miss coming home and it's quiet. Nobody needs anything. But I do think that we get into these places in our life where we are aligned with another living being, another loving being, and they bring so much value to our moments. And I think that this is the case. This is one of your beloveds. This is somebody who, and I say somebody, it is an animal. I call our beautiful furry friends somebodies as well, because they are. And this is somebody who, it's hard to remember a time before they arrived, and that's when you really have love there. You think back and it's like, it seems like a dream before you and I met, right? I can't barely remember. It's a distant memory. And I think this is the case. Now, we have this magical force running through you. And I think we have a person over here, right in the middle of this dress, and it looks like they're kind of toppled over. And I feel like you really have gotten through some adversity. And I think that this is that old coral that we talked about before. Whatever that dynamic was, whatever that conflict was, I think that it's over. I think that you have come to a place where you are fully ready for closure, if it hasn't already happened. You are immersed in your work, immersed in your spiritual, emotional work. And I feel like you really are quite powerful right now. I think that things really are. And I think it's almost kind of uncanny at points, like where you think, I manifested this. I put this out there and it came back to me. And it keeps happening. Little things, big things. It doesn't matter. It keeps happening. And I feel you are so in tune with your intuition, with your creativity. I think that you are gaining strength and energies and motivation, and the inspiration is off the charts. You've been listening to your dreams. You've been listening to your guides. You've been putting in the time. Your heart is open. And life feels magical again, once again. I think that it hasn't for a while. But you're getting into that place where I can almost see when I'm thinking about you, it's the silvery light of the moon cast over your face. And there you are, standing in the night, whispering to her. And the dust of the stars pouring down on you. And you are blessed. And you are healed. And there is reason here. There is meaning here. There's a wholeness here. And though maybe it doesn't all make sense, but it doesn't have to. There isn't always that impulse to take things apart so we can see all of the little pieces. Not here. At least not right here. It is the phenomena that matters. It is the feeling of fear leaving your chest. A wisdom arising. You have been through some things, you know. You know. I see this beautiful eye right here. Okay, and I keep looking at that. I keep thinking, here's this eye. Here is, we also, oh, it looks like we have maybe Cupid with the wings and the bow. We have somebody wearing maybe a dress and it looks like they've been hit by that arrow. You can see the head. Another person here. Here's the person standing holding a heart. And a person kind of standing, observing. Maybe this looks like Mercury to me. So I feel like there is a sense of a lot of messaging happening. And I feel like maybe you have somebody in your life who you are courting, or maybe you already have a relationship or you are married, but there's communication flowing and it feels good. It feels good to be back in this place in the sunlight together. You are dwelling in both that lunar energy, that solar energy, in this place of love and family and community. There's love here. I feel like the conflict has gone. It has left the room. We are at ease. We are enjoying ourselves. There's love here. There's love here. And it's easy to speak your mind from your heart. That's the thing. It just kind of flows. And nobody is at odds. It just feels okay now. I think that you are also still, you have your reservations. We have the sacred ibis here. And we have a person standing on the side. And we have another bird, maybe a crane or, well, three. Here's one, another, two, and three. So we have these water birds, these I like to call them lake birds. I live around lakes. And there they are. I love going out in the summer to the marshy areas where they kind of congregate, and it looks like a scene out of like Jurassic Park, these little dinosaurs standing out there patiently waiting for their catch. And I think that this is about that patience, that time of contemplation. I think the contemplation is so important for you right now, to get into these deeper places, to let your mind wander. There's a thing called free association, and it's something I really do enjoy so much. And I think more and more people kind of understand this kind of thinking Especially because we all go down these kind of Wikipedia rabbit holes sometimes, and you're just clicking on hyperlinks and you're going from one subject down the rabbit hole onto another, and this is kind of an association, right? So free association, kind of letting one symbol, one word, one concept, one impression or sensation lead to the next. I like to do it in my mind when I'm sitting and thinking, or I have a moment of quiet, which is rare. But I do. I like to think about these things. And when you follow that chain of things, it tells you something about your psyche, about what are you actually thinking about, right? What's below the conscious place here? What is in the subconscious? What is kind of lingering? This can be a great tool for pulling that out if you are having trouble. So write them down as you do it. And I can give you maybe an example, and I'll think. We'll start with, a bird, right? One of these birds. So I think of an egg. And when I think of an egg, I think of the color red, the red egg. I think of then Magdalene, right? Magdalene, and I think of Magdalene as being the vessel of the church. And I think of the vessel of the church as being the house of the word, or the Sacred Heart, that burning agape, and from there I think of the oven. I think of the furnace maybe, and from the furnace I think of, for some reason I think of Bess, the god. This kind of looks like a troll a little bit. But I think of maybe the Fae, or some kind of small thing that dwells in the home, some kind of household god, or something that watches over the entrance maybe, or thinking of the shoes for some reason, keeping the shoes together. And so anyways, you can hear this kind of ridiculous sounding, but yeah, it is a chain of thinking. And as you go deeper and explore these things, there's no right or wrong. They don't have to make sense to anybody else, but it's for you. And it's a good thinking exercise. It's a good place of contemplation. And it's fun. I think it's fun anyways. So let's see. So I have CIP, or maybe it's, CIP, or maybe it's COI. It almost looks like coin. COIN. Then we have an exclamation mark with a heart. We also have T and a D. TD. Okay. And this one looks like a large bull's head. A steer. And so everything has been so heavy with this Taurus energy, and I wonder why. It just really keeps coming through. So I wonder if there is a Taurus person here. I wonder if it's your mother. I looked at this, it looks like M-O, and then it kind of trails off. But I wonder if your mother was a Taurus, maybe, or a mother figure, a sister or an aunt or grandmother. But I feel like this energy really, it really influenced your life a lot. And I can imagine an Aquarius and a Taurus actually being quite compatible. I feel like I just talked about this, really. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. But I do. I think quite compatible. But easily drifting out of the realm of reality. If you two get together and kind of there's the very eccentric qualities of both. A little different, but I think teamed up could definitely be kind of space cadets together. Maybe space explorers. Oops. Spilled tea right on my leg. Okay, so we have a cat and an owl. A cat and an owl together. Oh, that poem. I love that poem. The Owl and the Pussycat. The Owl and the Pussycat. So there's love there. There is love. They go and get married. I forget who marries them. Do you remember who marries them? I love that poem. I have to get it out. I'm going to have to teach that one to my daughter. And we have an owl and a little piece of candy. It's so sweet. I think there's just a sweet connection here. There's so much love here, I feel. Okay, let's see. We're going to go over here and look at the Mystique of Magdalene Oracle cards. They are by Cheryl Rose. And we will just flip through and stop where it feels right. The truth is revealed. Revelation. The truth is revealed. All right. Hopefully something pleasing. All right. So, Aquarius, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I love you and I thank you for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. If you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And if you'd like to leave a comment, please do. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you're doing, what's going on, all of those wonderful things. And I'm very excited. We're just about to go into the new moon. I am always so affected by the new moon. And I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it. I feel, you know, I talked about this the other day. I had a panic attack for the first time, like a full body. Like I had to lie down because I felt just absolute. Hello, you want me to hold you? Just absolutely panicked. And now I feel like getting into this period of the lunar cycle where I feel like my heart breaks open and I'm released of some of the the anxieties that, usually are swirling around. And at least for a few days, I just absolutely cherish the energy of the absent mother there. And is she absent? I don't know. She's hidden at least a little. And so these dark nights, they are my favorite. They are definitely that. And so TT tells me she wants me to come to bed with her and that we love you. Is that what you said? You said you loved them? Yeah. And so we will talk to you in just a few days, and take care of yourself. Enjoy this new moon energy. Make something useful of it. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night.